In today's lab, we're talking about writer's block, but how AI can be used to help overcome that. I give a couple demonstrations about character development using your character descriptions to turn the AI into your characters so you can have questions and ask your character questions and or have dialogue with your character, which is actually quite fun and entertaining. There's two problems with the AI. One is it's too easy to let you go down side roads and to begin developing new projects. That's a problem. On the other hand, it can be a lot of fun with regards to the current stories that you're working on. I don't like prompts that just give me I'm a fiction writer writing a cryptocurrency based thriller. Give me a plot, right? I do not like the give me a anything, like generate a character, generate a sidekick, generate a pet. What I like is I like for the system to give me examples, let me pick and then move on. So some of you who've been around and seen some of my very early works is I have a series of prompts that cause the system to ask me ideas, give me lists of those ideas, and then from there, enhance those and layer them with lists of additional information, always providing me with lists for me to choose from, because that way I can pick the thing that sparks my muse. What I really strongly suggest for this is you can just go to ChatGPT and you can just say, I am a fiction writer or cyberpunk in a future Western style cowboys and aliens dystopian genre. I don't know. I just made that up. Okay. I'm stuck and need some ideas for some side quest style antagonists for my plucky and always in trouble main character. But these are not the main antagonists, just hirelings and maybe mere roadblocks for the main story. Give me a list of possible minor antagonists for this genre to pick from. What this prompt does very specifically is it sets up the genre. It gives enough information about the genre to let the AI kind of go off and do stuff. It describes what I want, but then it's just like, okay, now give me some ideas. Hirelings and coerced villains. Drone swarm controller, a tech-savvy antagonist who controls a swarm of deadly drones, uses them to terrorize settlements to protect their interests. Ooh, that's fun. Look at this thing. This thing's just rocking and rolling. So what I can do is I can just sit here and go, okay, there's a zealous cult leader, the Rust Raiders. Ooh, I like Rust Raiders. Okay, so I'm going to say, you know what? I like Rust Raiders. Number 7. Please get in there for the Rust Raiders. The Rust Raiders leader and second in command. Okay, let's just develop the Rust Raiders a little bit. So it gave me 2 possible leaders. Ooh, that's like fun. Okay, that is good. Now, please give me a list of 5 possible character descriptions for the number 16 Ghost Town AI. Protector background, originally programmed to manage the town's security infrastructure. Okay. Miss Clementine. I'm almost loving it already. Hospital AI designed to manage a hotel. Either become possessive and obsessive over any visitors. Ooh, that can be fun. Prospector Pete. Wow, that's Doc Turing. Old-time doctor complete with white coat and relative minor headband as projectors like that. Okay, so now let's go with Doc Turing. Okay, here's a fun prompt. Can you give me a prompt that will cause you to actually respond like, and we'll just say number 4, Doc Turing, the fictional character in my novel. The prompt should give you permission to be short, rude, and use crude language. I want to allow you to ask me questions and respond like a character. Use the character description or metaphor doctrine about, I want this to be a semi-sinister character with some additional internal goals. Okay, that is good. And you enhance that prompt to include the genre and character details to initiate a conversation. Okay, there we go. So then you can just take this whole thing, and this is actually one of the things I enjoy doing. And then you can start having a conversation with your characters. What's interesting, it turns it into a bit of a back and a forth that can turn into a very detailed conversation. I've actually had these where I've actually included very large backstories. I've actually had to go over to Claude because of the context, where I have a 6,000 word backstory for that particular character, which included motives, emotional context, and all that kind of stuff. Then you can ask your character for responses. You can also ask it to, it's like, if a team of mercenaries were to come into your town, give me a list of 5 possible reactions you might take. Right? So you can leave it in that sense of being that character and ask it, well, what would you do in this situation? Okay, if they did this, what would you do? Or if you saw this, what would you do? Or you found you actually have control of some secret that these characters are trying to get out of you, and you know that it's really valuable. What would you do? Give me some examples of how you would work on it. And then you can start walking down the path of actually developing some process or some plot. Now, you could actually end up writing entire chapters this way, which I have done. If this worked really good, I'd actually save this prompt into the prompt library for that particular series in my Rexy pages, so that I could say prompt to talk like Ethan, prompt to talk like Maggie, prompt to talk like whoever, right? And that way I could just pull them up and use this. So when it comes to I'm stuck, I don't know what to do, this is one of the ways that you can overcome today's lab. This was a lot of fun for me. We do these things 8 times a week, every week of the year. So that means there's a lot of content, but these are all live and we allow our members to ask questions. But if you enjoy these kind of things, there's a link to probably additional content on the channel over here or over there. And there's definitely a link to the Future Fiction Academy in the description below. So if you want to come check out all of our labs, because we record the entire labs in totality, and we publish those for our members, and we maintain a large library with lots of descriptions so they can search and find the one that hopefully we'll see you over at the Future Fiction Academy. Come join us. And if not, I hope that you have a fantastic day. And thank you so very much for watching this all the way to the very, very end. Really appreciate your time and have yourself a great day. Jazz hands.